I've come on holiday to the United States. Now, you probably think, why does that matter to you? Well, whenever I come over here, I like to drive a car that we can't actually get in the UK. And so today, I'm driving a Hyundai Genesis Coupe. Now, this car starts in the States at around $27,000, and when you translate that to pounds, you're looking at about 17 grand, add in the VAT, and well, it's around £20,000. And that in the UK will get you a front-wheel drive hatchback. So yeah, this car, rather than a 1.6 litre front-wheel drive hatchback, well, you've got a rear-wheel drive coupe with a 3.8 litre V6 engine that churns out 348 horsepower. I think the Americans get the better deal, don't they? Now, this engine, despite the large capacity, you do have to rev it to get the most out of it. It doesn't feel quite as punchy low down as a turbocharged car. So, yeah, you do have to wring its neck a bit to feel all those 348 horses. So then the performance figures, well, you're looking at 0 to 60 in around 5 seconds, which is really quick for a car that costs around £20,000. And yeah, it really is nice to rev this engine. It's not rough like the V6 you get in a Nissan 370Z. It's nice and smooth. It makes a, let me just drop it down a few gears. There we go, it makes a nice noise. And you've actually got a sound box which pipes some of the noise into the cabin. The particular model I'm driving here is the R-Spec, and so that's the mid-level car, and it'll cost you about an extra £2,000, and for that you get these lovely sport seats. They're really comfy. I've done 1,000 miles in this car and they haven't given me backache at all. It's a very comfy car to travel in, actually. Even though this R-Spec model has sportier suspension for better handling, it still rides very well over bumps. One complaint I have when cruising is that on rough surfaces you do get quite a bit of tyre roar, but on smoother surfaces you don't notice it. There's hardly any wind noise, actually. So it is good for just cruising around, but then when you want to have some fun, it really does perform. One thing that really stands out for me with this car is the steering. So it's good old-fashioned hydraulic power steering rather than the electrical systems you get on Hyundai's European cars, and it's just, well, it just feels loads better. It's a lot more responsive, feels natural and nice and direct. Now, the R-Spec, as well as stiffer suspension, you get some Brembo brakes, and they've got plenty of stopping power. It also gets a limited slip differential for improved corner exiting traction, and if you want, you can turn off the electronic stability control and do skids in this thing. And the manual gearbox, it's all right, but it's not quite as much fun to stir as I'd like it to be. So then overall, what do I think of the Hyundai Genesis Coupe? Well, I'm really disappointed that we don't get it in the UK because it looks good, it's surprisingly practical. I mean, you can fit kids in the back seats. Adults, there's no headroom really, they're going to struggle, but knee room is actually all right. The boot capacity, it's quite impressive. You can fit 2 suitcases in there, no problem at all. The build quality is nice and everything's laid out sensibly, so it's easy to use all the controls. It's comfy, it's fun, it handles well, and the price that they charge here in the US, it's an absolute bargain.
Click on the video windows to see our review of the Ford F-150 pickup and the new Ford Mustang. Click on the play icon to see our latest video review and on our logo to subscribe to our YouTube channel.